Hello, I'm Sophia Wilson, and I'm a junior, and I've been to the last 2 camps. And both times, I feel like God has been able to do meaningful work in my life through camp. When I first was invited to camp as a rookie in 2018, I didn't know what to expect, but I was hoping for some fun experiences and some spiritual growth. But leading up to camp in 2018, I had been through a painful series of life events, and as a reaction, I had isolated myself to an extent emotionally and mentally. And camp ended up being a very necessary and amazing week of healing for me. When you go to camp and you put up your phone and you put up distractions, and then you have connections with real people, and you focus on the Word not just once a day, but you're getting in the Word multiple times a day, and you have a message and worship each day, it helps you center and focus on Christ. And as I had my focus on Christ, I was able to finally evaluate and process some of the things that had happened in my life that I hadn't been able to process. And I got to talk to my camp leader, Katie, who is amazing, and just verbalizing some of the thoughts and some of the events that had happened in my life was helpful in itself. But as camp went on and the days progressed, and I was kind of coming to some self-realizations, and it was building the last night, the last message, I had been very moved, and there was a call to go. If you wanted, you could walk out and go talk and pray with the camp leader, which isn't very much like me to go leave and have everyone kind of wonder why you left or what's wrong. But I went. I didn't really care what people thought. And I went because I had realized that as I had isolated myself with all these hard things, and as I had had hard things happen in my life and grown more distant to God, I had only exacerbated the hardness of everything I had grown through. And being alone, it had just festered and got so much worse, and it takes a lot of vulnerability and strength to open yourself up. But once you do and you're in the light, it's so much clearer, and it still hurts, but it's easier. And I talked to these girls on my team who were amazing, and I said things that I never thought I would be able to bring myself to say or talk about, and they were supportive and empathetic and could relate. And so when I came back from camp, I continued to meet with these girls, and I continued to grow and heal. And by the time I came back to camp this year, in 2019, I was at a completely different, much better place in my life, and I was actually baptized this camp. But all of this to say, I think no matter what you're going through in your life, or even if you feel like you're in a really good place in your life right now, camp is such an amazing place to have clarity and to eliminate distractions, to really focus on Christ and evaluate where you're at in your life. And it gives you so much peace and direction as you continue.